If you want to take your friend out in a super creative way, try using this super unique trick. When there's enough entities in a small place, it'll start dealing damage to them. That means if you can get your friend to fall into a hole with a bunch of minecarts, it'll start damaging them automatically. If you place perfectly white maps on sea lanterns or glowstone, you can make a super trippy infinite room. Most people use this to troll their friends, but honestly, I think it makes a super cool house. Just try not to get a headache smacking into the walls. You can use a similar trick to make custom wallpaper for your house. Depending on your dedication, you can make custom blocks, simple patterns, or super ornate drawings rivaled only by glazed terracotta, whatever that's supposed to be. Using a hoe or a shovel on dirt will send a pulse to a hidden observer, letting you create wild hidden bases like the one Mr. Insane made in his world. This does seem like a lot of effort for a single-player world though. What are you hiding it from? Herobrine? Something slightly more practical is this instant base idea that uses nothing but saplings. At the start of your world, put some oak saplings down where you want the walls. Once you're back from mining or looking for food, your house will have literally built itself. Everyone knows armor stands are entities, but did you know they're actually alive? They have HP and get damaged. And if you put it by a wither rose, it will eventually die. That's just like other living creatures. It will set off skulk catalysts, spreading skulk blocks all around. Does this mean the armor stand has a soul? Is it watching me in my sleep, waiting for its moment to strike? Ah, get away from me! Ever wanted to play Minecraft in Minecraft? That takes too much redstone, but this hack looks great. Make a desk with a pressure plate on top, put a painting behind it, blocking off the sides so it stays small, and put a button on the side to look like a mouse. Put a chair in front and you'll look like you're actually gaming. Hey wait, they're cheating! Bunch of hackers! This sucks! Ah! Imagine having the power to summon portals with a single button. No, this wasn't a mod. It was a real ability in Java Edition Alpha 1.2.2a. Players could spawn nether portals just by pressing F4. This was removed in the very next build, but for a fleeting moment, you could step into hell with a single button. Just make sure you don't press it by accident. This zombie piglin flesh is delicious! Oh, don't worry, I won't get sick, because before beta 1.8, zombie pigmen would drop delicious pork chops that were already cut. Oh wait, that was zombie pigmen. This is a piglin. Oh, it hurts. But it's so good! Could you imagine villagers being even more helpless? Well, be grateful if you never experienced their early version in beta 1.9 pre-1. They couldn't open doors, didn't run and hide, couldn't become a zombie, but instead just died! And most awful of all, they couldn't make their classic trademark what a pathetic existence. Oh, sorry, is that like your granddad or something? Hey, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it! Ever felt up is down and left is right? Which way is forward if every wall is a floor to walk on? This MC Escher-inspired room is super disorienting, where everywhere you look makes you think it should be the right way up. Make a little tower to stand at the exact center of the room, and it feels like you're in zero gravity. Oh no, I'm floating away! Help! Help! Colors aren't real. They're an invention of your own mind, tricking you. Look at this center dot. Keep focused on it, but be aware of the colors around it. Because you're focused on the center, your brain keeps less track of the grass on the outside. So when the pattern color changes, the grass does too! My brain has been inventing colors this whole time. While testing this, I realized you can actually walk underneath trapdoors even though you're way taller than this gap. And your head even sticks into the trapdoor.
Yo, Mallow, is that a fresh cut?
No, please! Shulkers are one of the most mysterious mobs in Minecraft. I can't even figure out what they're supposed to be. But it turns out if you throw an invisibility potion at one, all is revealed. The Shulker's shell disappears, leaving the Shulker itself floating in midair. I'm still no closer to understanding what on earth this thing is, but I guess he's like cute. It's common knowledge now that villagers are the best way to farm items, but it takes so long to cure them. But it turns out if you place iron bars near the zombie villager, you can actually speed it up a bunch. The wiki says this works with beds too, but when I tested this, it seemed like it was fake. But let me know in the comments if it works for you. Want an easy way to find netherite? Try this out. All you need is a fire resistance potion, a few blocks, and a grindstone. After jumping into the lava, swim upwards to see through the entire thing. And ta-da! Enjoy your ban. If you stack minecarts on a singular rail, you can create a nuclear bomb! The minecarts will glitch out and move on their own. Try getting rid of the rails? Well, the minecarts don't care. In fact, fact, it'll keep on going and blow up an entire village if it wants. What a rebel. While night vision is usually very useful, if you splash yourself with a night vision potion in the end, everything will instantly turn pink. Thanks, guys. That helped a lot. Well done. Does your friend have one of those ugly gravel paths around their house? Well, to punish them for not using this build hack from my last video, try this. Tear up their gravel path and dig out a pit below. Then add a bunch of signs placed like this that'll hold the gravel up. All you need now is a piston that would remove this block. And as soon as you step on this pressure plate, it all falls down! I'd also recommend filling the pit with cobwebs above some lava to really make them think about what they've done. Spawn trapping is one of the most annoying things to do to someone in any game. And luckily, it's super simple to do in Minecraft. All you need to do is remove all the blocks around someone's bed and place this obsidian chamber right next to it instead. Whenever they respawn, they'll be trapped in here without tools and forced to punch their way out. There are tons of ways to mess with AFK players in Minecraft that are way more fun than just pushing them into lava. For example, one of my personal favorites is to instead push them into a composter that's filled up to about here, and then close a trapdoor on top of them. For one, it looks hilarious, but it'll also be super funny to watch your friend try to figure out why they can't open the trapdoor. And when all is said and done, all they've got to do is break the composter. Help! If you want to cause a more permanent problem for your friend though, this one might be for you. Using this setup of slime blocks and redstone, you can create a rocket that'll send your friend all the way up to the top of the world. Walking over or punching redstone or activates observers, meaning you can create hidden cave bases really easily, or even hide some under a carpet or snow for a hidden entrance that'll probably just end up getting activated by a chicken or something. For something a little more secure, try hiding a hopper beneath a block and having a special item filter that only opens with a block named a certain way. Hoppers work under snow, slabs, soul sand, or even path blocks. But you can take it one step further by using a hopper minecart instead, as it'll pick up items through literally any block in the game. Hoppers can take items through path blocks because they're just a little smaller than a full block. We can take advantage of this in another way by hiding a lever under a tree next to some dirt and using a shovel or hoe to reveal it. Have you ever seen items chase you down? I put my useless and wanted blocks down the shaft with a ladder to the bottom in case I wanted to pick them up again. But the items won't stay still. They climb the ladder if there's nowhere else to go and refuse to be kept inside this little hole. Stay down there! Don't you know I don't want you anymore? Everyone loves making mega trees by placing 4 saplings beside each other. However, jungle saplings in that 2x2 formation cannot grow next to snow. No matter how much bone meal you use, it can't grow if anything is next to it. Even the lightest dusting of snow on the ground. Could you imagine never growing because you're standing next to snow? Snow biomes would have armies of baby zombies running across the land. Oh god, here they come! Look at this little baby temple for little baby treasures. It's made of all the same materials taken from a desert temple, and buttons are used for the details and patterns that are normally made with whole blocks. Let's climb inside and get those treasures. Oh wait, a little baby TNT. Oh god, I'm gonna die! This hack uses dark and light wood signs surrounded in wood frame to make a pool table. Put green carpet over the signs and only the top can be seen, looking like pool cues. Now, if only I had friends to play with. Swing got a real swing that actually swings! This uses a secret minecart underground with powered rails angled up on either end of the swing distance. The minecart has a boat in it with a bunny and a strider, both with leads attached to the posts built around the swing. Put a saddle on the strider and then turn it invisible as you ride it. The saddle looks like it's actually swinging by the leads. I hope I haven't made this too fast. This automatic fireplace magically knows when you're around. Skulk sensors in the floor activate dispensers with flint and steel in them. They light netherrack blocks that burn and light the room. Then when you leave, another sensor activates a dispenser with water inside, putting out the fire as you leave the room. Wait, why did it turn on? Is there a ghost in here? This version of Minecraft was haunted. The Elder Guardian ghost was added in Pocket Edition 1.11 and looks identical to the Elder Guardian, except for a semi-transparent tail. That said, their behavior wasn't scary in the slightest, since all it did was look at you and slowly sink to the seafloor. Ha! Sucker! Can't catch me! These secret hybrid biomes have never been used in Minecraft. The deep warm ocean biome is the deep ocean and warm ocean mixed together, getting the aspects of both, including getting ocean monuments. So you could enjoy warm water vegetation while getting absolutely wrecked by guardians. These lines are totally straight, no curves or bends at all, but you can definitely see the curves, right? The contrast of black and white makes it look like the lines are bent according to the direction the black sections are pointing to. Curse my eyes, I knew I shouldn't trust them ever since I saw my dad tell me he's proud of me. It turned out to be an old homeless man with dementia. I've got the biggest crafting table ever in Minecraft! It's literally 4 times bigger than a normal table. At least from this angle it is. Because the square on the floor gives you a frame of reference for how big things are.
So if you put a crafting table in the right position in the air in front of that grid, it will line up with the squares and look like it's actually on the ground. I'm so proud of making this illusion. It's made me feel 20 feet tall. Rah! Bow before me, tiny villagers!
Honey blocks have a crazy feature barely anybody knows about. They're actually just a little bit smaller than a normal block, meaning you can shoot arrows between them. Thank me later, fortress builders. Dolphins are one of the smartest animals in the world, and it's no different in Minecraft. If you give a dolphin enough fish, it'll actually begin to swim to the nearest underwater chest as thank you for feeding it. Endermen are already one of the most creepy and powerful mobs in the game. I absolutely didn't need another buff to make them even stronger, but they got exactly that. Usually an Enderman will just teleport out of the way of an arrow or other projectile. First, if they've got nowhere to teleport to, the arrow will just bounce off like it's nothing. Cheaters. If you're in a village raid but don't manage to kill all the raiders, that's a cool way to easily find them. If you ring the village bell and wait a few seconds, all remaining raiders within a 40-block radius will all light up with a glowing effect. This one is already semi-known, but hey, your boy's gotta eat. Did you know not all skeletons hold the bow in the same hand? In fact, 11% of the skeletons are left-handed, while 89% are right-handed. Mojang paid close attention to detail here, as this is the exact proportional percent in real life. If you drop a sword near a fox, they can actually pick it up. This means if a fox is holding a sword while attacking, it'll deal the same damage as the sword, making it incredibly overpowered. Instead of just moving an AFK player to an obsidian box, how about putting them into a water-filled box with regenerating walls? All you have to do is place lava on the outside of the box, place a conduit to stop them from drowning, and an Elder Guardian will make sure it takes them literally forever to mine out.
I know how to get out.
Hoppers literally have a built-in way to prank people. If you hate building huge farms, wait for someone else to do it for you, and place your own hopper beneath the ones that catch all the items. It'll filter you half their items, so you get some free stuff and they won't even notice. 1.20 added this awesome new feature that lets note blocks make mob sounds if you add the right head on top. This means you can set up a random redstone clock below someone's face and drive them insane with mob noises that they'll never be able to track down. Using maps and item frames, you can build huge 2D replicas of fake blocks and create super detailed hidden entrances you can use to hide almost anything. Check out this desert. See anything wrong? There's actually 2 hidden bases here, one inside this cactus and one behind this sand block. All you need to do is place the maps inside an item frame placed on a sign and your base is suddenly invisible. You can actually make a base in the void. Sure, you can't place blocks down here, even in creative mode, but there's an illegal workaround. Using a chicken, leads, and boats. You can spawn shulkers down here and walk on them as if they're normal blocks. They'll even use levitation to send you back up. Look, all of us have wanted to live inside a video game at one point, and with some glass, terracotta, and buttons, you can. Imagine seeing this while playing on your Nintendo Switch. Hang on, I think I'm trapped. Let me out! Let me out! Huh? Oh god, that's even worse! Builders love making fence posts with a lead attached, but this bug makes it way easier to create. Normally, you have to hide an animal underground and attach a lead to it, so you get this fence post design. But if you put the animal in a boat, the lead breaks, while the post stays the same. No more hassle and no more muffled bird noises from the secret birds you keep underground. Looks like chicken's on the menu tonight. Did you know that you can trade with a piglin at hyper speed? When you drop gold, a piglin will pick it up to trade. But there's a glitch where if you pull a gold block back and forth, the waiting time between trades resets, so the piglin throws another item out. Players have even built piglin trading farms using sticky pistons to abuse this technique, creating a fountain of trades. More trades! I'll work these piglins to the bone. Give me everything you have! Everyone loves a cute and cozy witch hut, except maybe the witches themselves, because the hut is so small that their hats clip right into the ceiling. Who designed this place? This is such an embarrassment. Ha! You look so stupid! Yeah, okay, I deserve that. Have you seen these strange worlds where bonus chests hover eerily over water? It's an old glitch in world creation, spawning them for seemingly no reason. What could possibly be in there? Some great secret? Let's take a look. Subscribe? Better do what it says. The floating box commands it. Have you ever seen meat this big? This mangrove block is red on the inside. Put it above a campfire, connected with lightning rods to a stone fence so it looks like it's spit roasting. Add end rods to look like bones sticking out. Oh, it looks so delicious. I'm gonna take a bite. Ow! it tastes like wood! This super slim ladder can fit in any home. You can actually put the ladders on the side of a trapdoor. But this hack stacked them on top of each other all the way to the ceiling for an extra slim ladder. Just don't use the door when I'm on it, okay? This spooky hack lets you make a world full of dead trees and wilting grass. The tree trunks are made with fence posts and the leaves are mangrove roots. The grass isn't grass, it's podzol. See? It's all fake! There's nothing dead here! A stained glass block with a trapdoor on top and a tripwire hook on the front looks just like a lemonade dispenser. Build a lemonade stand around that, with plant pots for cups to look super convincing.
Oh, selling lemonade on my turf, are ya? Nobody sells on Big J's turf!
Have you seen a pyramid in Minecraft? No, not that one. These mysterious pyramids used to dot the landscape far away from the player and were completely solid. That's right, no rooms or even a secret base here, just bricks all the way through. This is because back in the day there was no way to actually craft bricks, so Mojang just dropped piles of bricks around the world like it was a construction site. This potion is stinky! This one is suave, and this one is really milky. Potions used to have 32 different varieties, with different effects and colors, way back in beta 1.9, pre-release 2. Some of them had really bizarre names too. How can a potion be debonair? Let me test it with a taste. It's happening! I'm becoming debonair! Well, hello there. I just shrunk the whole world into a single glass block. Look, even small animals are trapped inside. Okay, not really. It's an illusion made by a glass block, sitting in front of a large room dug deep into the ground. Look at it from the right perspective and it looks like it's actually held inside the glass. Yes, my trapped little creatures. That's what you get for stealing my watermelons. These circles are lying to you. They're actually the same size. The trick is what you put the circles next to. When put next to large things, it looks small. Put it next to small things, it looks large. Your brain tries to gauge something's size by comparing it to the objects around it, and so it gets totally tricked by this illusion. That's why I only stand next to small things. I'm tall, I swear. Look out, a giant is coming for us. Or is it? Much like the circles, these are the same size. But because the tunnel is there, the zombie that is higher up looks like it's standing on the pavement at the back, making it look much bigger. In reality, they're harmless. Oh wait, no they're not! They're zombies! Help! Help! Have you seen this crazy mob behavior when they swarm into the corners of a room? Put mobs into a small enough space and stuff a ton of them in there, and they'll crowd the corners so much that they'll merge their bodies together. They'll only move away to dart at high speed to one of the other corners. Everyone loves a good TNT attack, and this old bug lets you drop them on your enemies from above. Put them on fences above your target. When activated, they fall right through and land on whatever is below. I set mine up to protect my most prized possession, this painting of your mum. Look at this railway going up to nothing! This weird glitch is caused by a piston pulling the rail up from above. It lifts first, then breaks, causing the other rails to point upward toward it. Even though there's no block to rise onto, it still works as a rail too, letting you make crazy roller coasters with nothing to support it. Why do they go on this ride? They could break at any moment! Oxalotls are up there with bees for the cutest mob in Minecraft. They come in these 4 normal colors, and one super rare shiny blue axolotl that's actually a reference to the Pokemon Mudkip. And speaking of fish, kind of, some cruel player discovered that if you take fish out of their favorite aquatic home and place them on a bunch of slime blocks, they'll start to bounce really high super fast. However, it's not likely to last long as there's a few, shall we say, occupational hazards for our bounty swimming friends. The only thing I like more than this little guy has to be the frogs that got added in 1.19. I just wanted to show you what its eating animation looks like in slow motion. That's it. That's the fact. Ever seen this before? Well, if you're from the future, then maybe. Because Mojang added bamboo blocks in the recent 1.20 snapshots, having both bamboo and stripped bamboo as separate blocks. I like saying bamboo. Bamboo, bamboo. The old bamboo block required 4 bamboo to craft, while the new one needs 9. This makes them pretty expensive, but at least your house will look cool. If you have a pet axolotl and don't have a name tag to make him your pet, you can scoop him up with a bucket and literally put him into an anvil. But don't worry, we aren't gonna murder him. This base can't be blown up, even with 1000 TNT. Surrounding your base with waterlogged stairs makes it completely protected from all explosions, including creepers, completely going against what Notch intended. Sorry, bro. This illegal machine lets you open a door simply by taking off a piece of armor. If you set it up exactly like I did here and turn this lectern to page 8, you'll create an undetectable illegal entrance that you shouldn't be able to build. Oh, it also activates when a Ravager roars, but I think you've got bigger problems if that happens. If you're ever stranded at night surrounded by mobs, you can use a composter? But that's right, jumping inside a composter with a trapdoor on top protects you from skeletons, creepers, and all other mobs in a pinch, making this an illegal, completely portable base. Everyone knows TNT explosions cause knockback, but if you're in creative or peaceful mode, the knockback will be way stronger. In these versions, the blast will send you 9 times further. Here, let me demonstrate. Wait, no, I'm on crave mode! Have you seen this double-headed baby? Oh, can't see the other head? Let's look a little closer. Baby zombies can wear hats, including mob heads, but the hat layer is shrunk to their body size. Unfortunately, their heads are inflated massively, so when they wear a hat, it gets hidden inside. God, taking that hat off must hurt like crazy. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry! Hey, I didn't mean it! Don't trust these iron golems. One wrong move and they'll slap you silly. Instead, make one that will never turn on you, using anvils, a cauldron, a dispenser for a face, some stone fencing, and wood fencing for a wicked axe. Those iron golems wish they could have a sick axe. Those ugly beasts. Wait, I was kidding! Oh look, a free chest! But it's a prank! I can't open this chest because it's not a chest at all! This Steve Company supply crate was a joke block made in beta 1.4, and when you tried to open it, it would open a fake Minecraft store. This was a parody of the loot chest in Team Fortress 2, but of course later, Minecraft opened a real store. So, who's the joke on now? Try escaping these impossible endless stairs! I've been running for 4 hours and I'm still going up! This illegal illusion was first made by MC Escher, and the trick is perspective. The stairs aren't connected at all, so don't try walking these stairs or you'll fall right off! The flat ground is coming to get me! Look down from above and move away from it and you'll see the hypnotic way these boxes of black and white create a weird and warped illusion. The flat ground tricks your brain that it's rising up as a hill. It tricks you into anything and next thing you know, you're attacking your friend's pet dogs. Oh god, what have I done? Just kidding, I enjoyed that. What could be more impossible than true circles in Minecraft? Thin black and white lines on the outside and thicker ones closer to the center causes a strange visual confusion. From above, the patterned floor makes you think you're actually looking at a perfect circle in the center. The circle breaks the very rules of Minecraft's whole reality. Don't tell Mojang. I don't want to be banned. Numbers are easy to make in Minecraft. Even my grandma could do it. But I bet she couldn't make a number do this. Smart placement of blocks can make a shape change depending on where you stand. This one even changes whole words into something completely different. Eat it, Grandma! I'm better at Minecraft than you! I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Grandma. I didn't mean it. Don't hurt me. This spinning fan is actually not moving at all. It's a single still image made of spaced-out black lines, and the spaced-out bars in front of it only show some, while hiding the others. As the bars move, other lines are shown, creating an animation that looks like it's a spinning fan. It's an actual working cartoon in Minecraft. Take that, Disney! Hi! Can you see the illusion in these 3D letters? The illusion is that they're not 3D at all. It's flat. It's a trick of color where shading objects with a darker color makes it look like light isn't hitting it. It makes your brain think those darker parts are further back, blocked from the sun by the letters. It's an illusion of shape that can work on any image at all. That's how I trick my brain into thinking my girlfriend is real. And in case you don't have a big enough iron supply to waste on literally blowing up, there's a cheaper alternative in placing TNT on top of a half slab instead. For some reason, this also reduces the blast radius significantly. But unfortunately, you still take quite a lot of damage. Are you one of those weirdos that prefers using donkeys over horses for the extra storage space? First of all, why are you using horses in the first place? It's 2023, man, get Elytra! But secondly, llamas are a way better option. They can have up to 15 inventory slots and form groups of 10 that follow each other around. Using shulker boxes, you can transport up to 4,000 stacks of blocks with you. That's this many blocks, more than you'd ever need. And if you need another reason to make the switch to llamas, check this out. While horses and donkeys just sink like rocks when you try to ride them in water, llamas can swim. You still can't control them or anything, but if you need a fancy pool float or something, llamas work perfectly. Fireworks can be used for a bunch of things these days, but I bet you never thought of making a cannon with them. That's right, fireworks launched from dispensers actually do damage to mobs, meaning firework crossbows are out, and this is the new best way to take out mobs. If an iron golem is low on health, you can heal them by tapping on them with an iron ingot. Don't confuse this with hitting them with an iron ingot, as that will certainly end up killing them, and we don't want that. If you've ever tried building a railroad before, you would have definitely come across a train turn that looks something like this. Well, if you take a look at the corner of the train track, it actually looks very similar to an iron pickaxe. Bet you didn't know that! When a player crafts their first enchantment table and enchants their first weapon, assuming you pick the lowest enchant level on a bow and arrow, the first enchant will always be power 1.
What a useless fact! I don't want power 1! S1.
But if you want to take it even further, try building this thing instead. It's got all of the blocks you need for a home, including a brewing stand and an anvil. And you're even safe from mobs in the bed too. I don't know if I'd call it a base though. It's more like being homeless. You can make a perfect little cage for parrots by pushing a piece of stained glass on top of them. For dogs, try a solid block instead. Sometimes the hardest part of building a hidden base is actually finding a location first. So try this sneaky idea out. Nobody ever goes into these scary water-filled lush caves, so try and take a swim down there yourself. Place a door and get to work. But come on, a regular door just isn't gonna cut it. So instead, try placing a pressure plate on the other side of a corner like this, connecting it to a piston and using an arrow to activate it. It works underwater too.
Look at this insane XP level. It's completely broken the experience bar, so it won't show up at all. All you see is the massive number. This is because the amount of experience is literally too much for the game to handle. It's like doing so good on a test, the teacher gives you an F-. I'm sorry, I'll give you more apples if you give me a better grade. Please! I bet you didn't know that loading your game could push mobs into walls, suffocating them. All entities can end up in slightly different positions when you load in. And if they're next to a block, a tree, or fence, they can end up stuck inside. Oh, my poor sheep are suffocating in this stone. Ah, silverfish! I bet you've never seen this hybrid tree. It's made of all sorts of different trees and was naturally grown. This was done by placing a few blocks of one tree above the sapling. When the sapling grows, it uses those placed blocks, even if they're from a different type of tree. You can keep doing this over and over and create weird hybrids. And though this is a bug, it actually replicates real-life hybrids. Some have over 40 different species in a single tree. Imagine if you could do that with animals. Oh wait, never mind, bad idea! Make sea mines to protect yourself from the drown. Just use a waxed copper block, lightning rods, and a chain to the sea floor, and your mine is complete. They don't actually work though, so maybe I should have brought a sword. Have you ever run away from an army of mobs and gotten completely lost? These handy signs can point you right where you need to go. They're made using a picture frame with stairs held in it. You turn the stairs to point where you need it, then put a sign on top and right where the sign is pointing. This doesn't help me though, because I don't know where I am! The big sticky block of pure wax was accidentally added to Java Edition 1.15. It was later added along with bees and beehives, and were removed less than 2 months later. Can you imagine being the Mojang employee who messed that one up? But it's okay, we all make mistakes. The fabled cog or gear was the original version of redstone. It's unclear how they would be made, but you could place them on the side of blocks, and they looked super cool. Unfortunately, by the time redstone was made, cogs were completely abandoned. Just like what my parents did to me when they left me to be raised by wolves. I'm so glad those wolves on the internet, or I'd never have found out about Minecraft, so, you know. You used to be able to control how the whole world was generated. The customized world type was made to give you full control over world generation. You could decide the biome, the sea level, the structures, the ores, almost everything. It got replaced by buffet mode, which mixes the nether, end, and overworld. But I want a world made entirely from diamonds. That's okay, I made the world in creative mode, so there's nothing but diamonds. Wait, how do I make a pickaxe without a tree?
If you're ever being chased by a mugger and quickly want to hide your diamonds, just throw them in grass paths. If you place hoppers under the grass covering, the diamonds will automatically transport into them, making your escape smooth, calculated, and absolutely foolproof. And he's found the hoppers, hasn't he? Oh, come on! Here's a useless fact you didn't know. Wearing a creeper mask reduces the chance of a creeper spotting you by 50%. But don't get too cocky, as they still explode! In Snapshot 15W31A, Mojang pretty much added one of the dumbest things possible. Usually, to respawn the Ender Dragon, you need Ender Crystals. Pretty hard to obtain. That makes sense, right? Well, for this snapshot, you literally could build a clay creeper face, and the dragon would respawn. Yeah, I'm not even joking. I'm baffled, bamboozled. Endermen are even more terrifying than they look. When they get angry, they shake wild with fury. They're so mad that even if you pause the game, they won't stop. They can't get closer to you, but they'll stare you down, continuing to shake with unstoppable rage. Please, I just wanted you to stop stealing my dirt! Did you know you can create a ghost train on ghost rails? When you have a block with a rail on it and have another piston push the rails themselves in another direction, the rail item pops, but the rails themselves stay in the world. They even work as rails, but they'll disappear the moment you load back into the game, almost as if they were never there at all. It's a literal ghost train! Want a ticket? It's raining in the desert! If there's a river nearby, the game can't identify the difference between a riverbank and a desert. The rain will stop the the moment it hits another biome like a savanna. So the sand will get wet and the grass will get nothing. I bet you've never seen a chicken coop more realistic than this. The chickens even lay eggs in real nests. Put water in a little pit with a wood slab in it. Add a picture frame with an egg attached. And then place a horn coral fan. The water keeps the coral alive and looking like a straw nest. Build a coop around it and fill it with chickens. Now that's realistic. Oh no, too real! Too real! A frozen Steve in ice and won't let him go until I'm put in the Minecraft movie! Okay, it's not actually Steve. It's an armor stand with a full set of armor and Steve's head. Use pistons to push ice into Steve, encasing him completely. Now shh. The movie studio doesn't know it's fake. Put me in the Oh, I'm sorry, it's fake. I didn't mean it! This land should be overflowing with rubies. Before version 1.3, Mojang was planning on adding these beautiful gems to the game. You could use these to trade with villagers, similar to how emeralds work today. But the idea was scrapped because of one fatal flaw. This ore looked a lot like redstone, and Mojang didn't want to cause confusion. Check out this magnificent build! Now we just need some finishing touches. The dirt slab! It was the only slab ever removed because they ruined everything. They made hills look nicer, sure, but they messed with terrain generation so much that Mojang scrapped the whole thing. Not worth the effort for a slightly smaller clump of dirt.